Glory saw its 2017 season kick off from LA Live in Los Angeles, where it featured one title that wasn't and one that was successfully defended. As we look ahead to Glory 38 Chicago, it's headlined by the light heavyweight world title fight. On this edition of Inside Glory, we'll take one more look back at Glory 37, meet two of the top-ranked welterweights, and spotlight Glory's first female champion. This is Inside Glory. Welcome to Inside Glory. My name is Todd Grisham. If Glory 37 is any indication, 2017 is going to be a year to remember. In addition to world-class kickboxing and title fights featured at every event, we also take our cameras backstage, outside the ring, and give you access you can't get any other way.
Fighting Mike Lemaire on Friday night, Glory 37. I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in his ass. It's coming. He knows it, I know it. Now it's just time to get to it.
That's what he said? Well, I'm gonna knock him out, so it's okay. That's the way it goes, you know?
I hope opponent come to fight and not to run, because they want to see kickboxing, not running.
I'm hit by a little car. If she hits you, they're gonna hurt you. That's definitely.
I'm ready for Matt Emby, but I don't think he's ready for me because I'm too strong, too fast, and too beautiful.
I'm eating good, brother. My weight's on point. I don't have to sweat too much. Get all this energy. I'm charged up. I'm feeling best ever felt.
Do you like in this weight class, or? Yeah, I like it. I feel like it's training. Yeah, I like the weight, but I feel like I'm more explosive and fast on this weight.
It's Matt Embry here with the Glory Live feed here. Any questions you guys got, just hit me up. Gonna focus more on boxing, or will I use Muay Thai? I use boxing and Muay Thai. Combination. Not one or the other, just fluid. My style is like Wata.
You are built about like Usain Bolt now.
I am. What up?
See them legs, yeah. Same hair too, kinda. Yeah.
Went to my fist.
Hope the opponent doesn't come to run.
I just want to run, man. I like running. Ran off on the plug twice.
You must come to fight.
I want to run. I know I'm the best, you know? I know my team's the best, so.
Any problem making weight? You're gonna do no problem. What are you fighting at?
42. So who do we have going up first?
Robin.
All right, Robin.
143.8.
So he has 2 hours to lose 1 pound.
All right, listen.
If he way too heavy, he don't fight. If he must lose weight now, it's not possible. So we don't fight.
20%.
UFC is one that doesn't make weight. It means that even if he wins, he can't win the title.
They're not sure if they're going to take the fight or not, so.
Because the champion didn't make weight, only the challenger can win the title. If the champion wins, the title goes vacant. Yeah, but we're gonna have a fight.
Just win my fight and show I'm the best, even though I don't got no belt anymore. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I know I'm the best fighter, so I don't need a belt for that.
I don't worry about him. I only worry about me and my little brother.
The new year brings new hope for the world's elite stand-up fighters. It is time for your headline super fight of the evening. 5 rounds featuring 2 featherweights.
Right here, you can see the left leg of Matt Embry beginning to swell up from those hits.
And he's called a stoppage to the fight. Big jump.
That's when he went to the head.
And it's a dramatic fashion stop
Gets
for
another fight
Yohan Kongolo.
against current
champion, Cedric Doumbé.
5 rounds for the Glory Middleweight Championship of the World.
Let's go.
And a good start for the challenger. And there's some spectacular offense from Israel Adesanya.
And still, Glory Middleweight Champion of the World, Jason Williams.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
They see the man with the belt, and of course they want it, but as you can see, I'm gone, so they need to step back in line.
We're just getting started on this edition of Inside Glory. When we come back, we'll turn our spotlight on Glory's first ever women's champ. And later on, 2 welterweights with one goal in mind and 2 distinct and different roads traveled. Welcome back to Inside Glory. There were many highlights in 2016, one of which saw Glory introduce a women's bantamweight division. It held a Super Grand Prix tournament featuring the top 10 ranked women. The year-long tournament concluded at Glory Collision this past December when American Tiffany Vang captured Glory's first ever women's championship.
Oh, well, I beat up all the boys growing up. I always did. That's still the same. You know, like, nobody who ever did anything great ever did it with ease. You know, it's a challenge. It's not going to be easy. And, you know, just along this road as a martial artist and starting karate when I was 8 years old, just because, starting it out of love because I love Ninja Turtles and I wanted to, you know, be like a Ninja Turtle. And then with it becoming something that I felt like was a home, something that, you know, built me as a person, and then something that turned into a career. I don't know, I just followed my heart, you know, went with my gut. My gut was telling me, like, you know, fight. When I thought about the belt and I first saw the Glory belt, I was like, man, those chains are pretty dope. And I was like, man, I hope they don't make the women's belt like super girly and take off the chains, and it's the exact same size. Now I'm like, man, it's really, really big. I mean, I don't have jeans with belt loops big enough for it, so. Like, rewind back to being a little kid and my dad growing up surfing, teaching me to surf, being, you know, having Indonesian blood. My dad's always like, we gotta go on a surf trip to Bali, and we talked about it, like, growing up. And so when I finally got the opportunity to go to Bali, I'm like, all right, I'm there. So I went for 2 months, and within the first month, I was training and, you know, helping out, teaching classes at the gym, and I got offered a full-time teaching position. And I had nothing, you know, really tying me down in, you know, here in the States. And I felt like it would be a great opportunity to live in paradise and teach and train and surf. And, you know, those are pretty much the things that I love to do, and do them in a tropical paradise with great people. And so I ended up in Bali. I live by myself. Yeah, I have a 2-bedroom villa. So, you know, I like when people come to visit. So I like to have a Thursday afternoon. Woo! I'm single, yeah. I'm looking for somebody who's very secure with himself and who's very outgoing. Very special guy to be the one who steals my heart, because right now I'm married to fight. I'm married to the fight, you know. Living that Ronin samurai life, kinda, right now.
She has excelled at all levels of karate and Muay Thai and is now ranked as the #1 kickboxing bantamweight in the world. She is Tiffany Vang.
That was crazy. Being in a sold-out arena was like, you know, you dream about it when you're a little kid. You know, you pretend that, you know, you make the game-winning shot and the crowd goes wild, and you're like, ah, that sound was real. like when I was in the back getting ready to walk out, just hearing the rumble of the bass from the music, like just in my chest, and, you know, I visualize it I practice visualization with my training. I visualize my walk to the ring, how I'm going to feel, what the crowd's going to look like and feel like, and to try to prepare myself for that moment so that when it actually does happen, I'm not overwhelmed by it. I visualized it, but man, my visualization didn't even compare to what it actually felt like. It was like I was trying to stay focused, stay cool. All right, just look straight ahead, just focus. No, take in the moment, look at it, like you're here. So I glanced up, and then I glanced up even further, and I just see just people, a sea of people, and I just felt this energy, and I hear my walkout music playing, I'm pumped, and I got this warm feeling, and I just couldn't help but smile, because I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then I was like, focus, get to the ring.
Now, Glory Bantamweight Grand Prix Tournament Champion, Tiffany Vang.
This is for anybody who ever had a doubt. This is for anybody who ever thought they couldn't. This is for you guys. You can do what you set your mind to. Just follow your heart.
I guess they call me the time bomb because it's just a matter of time before I go off.
Glory, what do you think? The ladies are here!
She's a surfer, she's gorgeous, and she's the baddest female kickboxer on the planet. Her potential is truly limitless, both inside and outside the ring. Tiffany Vang scheduled to make her return to the Glory ring later this year, where she will defend her title for the first time. Up next, we'll take a look at the 10 bouts that make up Glory 38 Chicago. And then later on, we'll visit with two of the top-ranked welterweights as they both look to take one step closer to a world title shot. And their stories couldn't be any more different. This is Inside Glory. Glory 38 Chicago features two live, 2-hour shows totaling 10 fights in all. The evening starts with the Glory Super Fight Series. 5 fights highlighted by the heavyweights, with a feature bout, a battle of Glory veterans, as #1 ranked Benjamin Adegbuyi takes on 10th ranked Anderson Silva. In welterweight action, 5th ranked Myrtle Brewingheart looks to upend 7th ranked Tongchai Sitsongpinong, who was victorious in his Glory debut over Casey Green at Glory 34 Denver. Glory 38 Chicago is headlined by a light heavyweight world title fight between Artem Vahitov and Saulo Cavallari. This will be the 3rd time they've met, with both having won once. Our co-main event features American and Chicago native Richard Abraham, undefeated in Glory, taking on Antoine Pinto, which could very well end up as the fight of the night. But it all starts with the light heavyweight contender tournament, with the winner having to fight twice in one night to earn a future championship shot. Ranked 5th in the welterweight division and having lost not once but twice to Nikki Holskin in title fights, Myrtle Brewingheart remains optimistic and confident that his next title shot will finally earn him that elusive title. Let's go inside training now with Myrtle Brewingheart.
I will give you a short prediction about how it's going this year. So Doumbé has the belt now. He won it from Mickey. He's going to face Johan Congolo. Johan Congolo is going to beat Doumbé because he already beat Doumbé twice. I have beat Johan Congolo, so Johan Congolo will be the next champion, and then Johan Congolo will face me. I will beat Johan Congolo, and I'm going to be the next Glory champion for several years.
The fabulous 5 of Mike.
Oh, as you can see, it means a lot, man. It's a big honor for me standing here between the top guys, 5 of the top guys hanging on the wall in a famous nice gym. It means a lot to me.
In my opinion, he should have been there much earlier, but as you know, I got all kind of celebrities and all kind of people on my wall who matters to me. And well, Myrtle is one of my own fighters. Start from nothing, to become the great champion that he is. So he deserves a spot.
Yeah, my face was already in the logo. Many people don't know that, but Yeah, the logo is my silhouette, is my face actually, yes. Yeah, I think it's for Myrtle a big honor that it's also on the wall now, especially because Myrtle was the same like me, one of the fighters who really started at my gym. Myrtle was 15 years old or something when he walked in the gym, and yeah, I saw him from a little boy growing to a big man.
You know, from nothing to something, to my picture on the wall in a famous magazine.
When you enter the gym, you know, the dojo, then you immediately see these 5 people. And these 5 people are aligned for the kind of trainer I am.
First Tongchai, definitely.
Probably Kongolo is gonna win this belt, and then we're gonna take it from him. Simple as that.
Just with these new guys, I gotta show them who I am.
To be honest, Myrtle is chasing always belts. I think he got like something like 5 or 6. He's also one of the few who got the K1 belt. Once he got this glory belt, that means he is, besides Sammy Shield, the only one who held the K1 belt and the glory belt. That's the first one, but in 2 different weight categories, and that's only Myrtle.
I have to show them, you know, that I'm the champion. So I have to beat these guys to show the people why I am the next champion.
So that's why we need to get the belt. Simple as that. You know, you have to leave a legacy. If we don't get the belt, we take him off the wall again.
Well, it sounds like Myrtle and his team have the strategy all figured out, but first he must take care of business in Chicago. And speaking of business, Chicago native and 6th-ranked welterweight Richard Abraham has taken a much different path, and his story of hope, pride, and what motivates him to be a champion is coming your way next. Welcome back to Inside Glory. Every fighter to be successful has to be both physically and mentally tough. What can separate the champions from the have-nots is what drives them, what gives them passion and commitment to be the best. In the case of Richard Abraham, it's his family. He's a father of 6, including 1-year-old twin girls. But while his family remains his main priority in life, it's the one child that he lost that motivates him the most.
Hello, my name is Richard Abraham. I go by Richard Maximus Abraham. I'm from originally from Streamwood, Illinois. I currently reside in Itasca. I would describe myself as a God-fearing, humble, hardworking, dedicated father. You know, with the 6 kids and all, you know, my wife, you know, Kelly, she had 2 previous, you know, but I consider them my kids. You know, they're here most of the time. You know, Alec and Brooke, and they're phenomenal. You know, I love them just like my own. So, you know, we had our first son, Maximus, and he passed away at 5 days old. We're still not too sure why, but you know, I really believe God always has a plan. You know, when that happened, you know, obviously we were both in a dark place, but we decided, you know, that we were going to have another. So we did, and then, you know, I have my beautiful son Titus, you know, which I couldn't even imagine life without him. You know, and actually, you know, Kel's pregnant. About 1 more. 5 is not bad. That's a good number. And we go to the thing, and we're getting an ultrasound. And, you know, of course I'm hoping for a boy too, but, you know, we're in an ultrasound, and the doctor's like, you know, I'm like, hey, doc, what's that? He's like, oh, that's a heartbeat. I go, what's that over there? That's another heartbeat. And I mean, I just lit up, you know, I was super happy. Kel was freaking out, you know, like, she's like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, listen, I was like, there's something that God has always taken care of me in my life. He's always looked out for me. And I as long as you work hard and you're a good person, I really believe good things will happen to you. You know, Maximus is, obviously we named the gym name after it. You know, I talked to my team too, and everyone. I said, listen, guys, I mean, whatever we feel, but we're representing my gym, we're representing my first son, and I don't play with that.
Because of Maximus, Rich has this drive that you can't mimic, you can't train for, you can't learn, you can't go to school for it. You just have it in here. And I see it in his eyes when he trains sometimes. I see it pushes him through the hardest days. It pushes him through the hardest fights. I mean, he's fought some pretty tough opponents, as you know, and he's come out on top. And I believe that's because of the power of what lies in here. And that's Maximus.
When we took him to the cemetery, everyone was standing around and stuff. And I took my son and I put him in the ground. And I buried him. I did. So, that was, people talk about tough things or, the shit they had to go through in life, but I literally buried my first son. So, so that was, that just really kind of taught me that I can overcome anything, and that as difficult as things are, there's always a brighter day. Comparing that to anything in this life, there's nothing in this life that you could shoot me, I'd laugh at you. That was by far the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. People all the time say, "Oh, I don't know how you could do it. I don't know how you can get up that early or this or that." Well, hey, so if I don't, my kids are gonna go hungry? No, I'm gonna suffer. I'll suffer because it's my family. What can I do for my son? What can I do that his name will live on? He is the reason why I push as hard as I do, and why that a lot of this stuff, a lot of times I don't want to do stuff. I'm quick to remind myself, this shit ain't for you, it's for your son. So no matter how I'm feeling, I always do it. I just tell him I miss him. I tell him that his father's trying hard, and trying to make him proud, just tell him that we love him and we miss him. We're always thinking about him, and that I won't rest as long as I have breath in my lungs to keep spreading his name. And until we meet again.
Richard Abraham is one of those people that never takes a day for granted. He knows how precious life can be, and that's what motivates him each and every day. At Glory 38, he's going to put his undefeated record on the line in front of his hometown. What a special moment that will be for him and his family. And that's going to do it for this edition of Inside Glory. Up next, as we mentioned, it's Glory 38 Chicago on Friday, February 24th. We'll then head over to Europe for Glory 39 in Brussels on Saturday, March 25th, and then to Glory 40 Copenhagen, Saturday, April 29th. And don't forget to check out all things Glory on our website, glorykickboxing.com. Follow us on Facebook and catch up on Glory features and fights on our YouTube channel. I'm Todd Grisham, and I'll see you in the Windy City.
Are you ready for glory?